because it's... I've never been here at night, so I never got to see how majestic that image looks. This barrier skull is reducing is legit really awesome to look at. What's going on, YouTube? This is Very Melon Man, welcoming you all back to our Let's Play of The Curse, a Skyrim Special Edition Overhaul. Last episode, we decided to progress the main storyline until we unlocked the Dragon Wren shout. Now we can force dragons into the ground and basically make it easier to kill them if you're playing a melee build. But after that, I decided to change tracks and unlock the ability to, you know, respec my perk points whenever I want. So, I decided to do the Dragonborn DLC. I did the first third of it, and as a result, we ended up here in the Skull Village. Look at this. Look at what Skull is doing. It's awesome.
So you have seen
Storn, my bad.
my magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know.
Miiraak is messing your people up.
How do you know this?
I read a book, a black book, about Miiraak, and he kicked my butt.
The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning into the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means what I feared has come to pass.
She doesn't need to get weird things in conference. We're a table. That's right. Like, a lot of people just kind of take that too far. A little bit.
Like Miiraak, born,
Oh, yeah, I did.
then perhaps you are connected with him.
Uh,
The old tales say that he too was dragonborn.
how can we both be Dragonborn, though? I didn't think Akatosh rolled that way.
I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's Watch. Learn there the word that Miiraak learned long ago, and use that knowledge of the Windstorm. You may be able to break the hold on our people there and free them from control.
Alright.
May darkness
What does it mean by free your people from control? It's pretty simple. We'll go here first. There are always human cattle in Castle Volkihar that any vampire can feed on. Feeding reduces sun damage, it also weakens your vampire powers. Here's what that actually means. If you actually... yeah. The vampires and magic mod I'm using interacts with the curse very strangely. All the special vampire powers I have here, they're supposed to be up here no matter what. And the point of reversing the effects of sun stages isn't just to give you more powers to enable your ability to feed, it's to actually reflect the fact that you're super weak to fire. Vampire blood gives you no defense against frost, but with the Nightingale armor, we now have at least 50. Granted, I went back and got as many free potions of blood as I could. So, as you recall, we're now completely reinvigorated in terms of fire and frost defense. So, anyway, guys, I want to talk about my job. I want to talk about the fact that I just got off my job. No, not got off my job. That's the wrong way to put it. What I want to do is talk about the fact that I just completed my first night on the job. Iron Sword of Embers. Oh, wow. That's actually a really awesome visual. I never realized that there are two swords there. Dude, you realize how little frost damage I'm going to be taking? Your paltry little novice ice spell isn't going to cut it. Woo! Okay. Get up. Get up, dude. Get up, dude. Potions. Alright. Now, see, that's strange. I actually got a Dragon Soul there. So, let's unlock the first level of Bandwell. And go to the Windstone. The first night on the job, well, I don't know if I'm going to get paid after 2 weeks, because this is technically supposed to be my training period, but the way my supervisor explained it to me, I have to sign in or I wouldn't get paid. So I guess I'm going to get paid after my 2 weeks of training. First paycheck. Not that I'm, like, super eager to get paid. I don't want this to just be about money, or to mostly be about money. I am... very much... Yeah, no problem, lady. So, I worked in aisle 4 all night. That is the juice and coffee aisle. And the way it works is you're given huge boxes of produce to stack across each section that's supposed to go to, and then you spend the rest of the night just stocking produce on the shelves. What happens is you learn things like fronting. Fronting produce is the most important thing you have to learn. That's what happens when you basically make sure that not only is there at least 2 of whatever product is available on the shelves at all times, so that early in the morning people can get the food or drink they need and go. But more importantly than that, you need to make sure there are no gaps in the food rows at all. If there's enough food to fill in a gap in the display, then you have to make sure that the gap is
So, I doubt I cannot help. Miiraak had this.
Oh, sorry about that.
This does not look like something
I just was skipping ahead because I've been busy talking about this.
unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard, Neroth, he came to us some time ago asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
What do you know about these black books?
Our traditions do not speak of them, but they and Miiraak are connected. Read a black book, and the book's power comes from the same dark source.
No, I just think they're fun.
But beware, you are
But,
not
yeah, no, he
walking
doesn't.
the same road as Miiraak.
Well, he's really not. Why do you think Neloth can help me if you can't?
Also is searching for it. In fact, he has already found one. He showed it to me when he came here. It was very like the one you found in Miiraak's temple. A thing of dark magic, not of the All-Maker.
Why haven't I shouted at the Windstone?
The power of the stone had been corrupted. It was the source of the influence that controlled the stone. Your shout broke whatever evil will controlled the stone, and restored its true nature as a conduit of the All-Maker's gifts. Freeing the other stones will diminish whatever dark influence is spreading across Solstheim.
Right. So the thing here is that each stone... Remember when we touched the stone and we fell under Miiraak's possession, and Neloth explained why we were under his possession and how we were able to break out? Our will is the only thing that can counteract the shout of another Dragonborn. So we uncorrupt what Miiraak corrupts.
Yes, there are 6 sacred stones. Wind, water, earth, beast, sun, and tree. Through them, the oneness of the land is maintained. Freya saw that the tree stone now stands imprisoned in Miiraak's new temple. I doubt that you can free it until its power is broken. But you may be able to cleanse the other stones. Even if this does not stop Miiraak, it surely will delay his return.
And who or what is the All-Maker?
You are an outsider. And
I just want to know. I just want you guys to know this if you didn't know already.
I will try. The All-Maker is the maker of all things. And it is from the All-Maker that life flows like a great river. As all rivers must return to the sea, so all life returns in time to the All-Maker. I know our ways must seem strange to you,
You're
but the 9 gods of the Empire are equally strange to us.
All right then. Storm is clearly the leader. We don't need to know that.
May darkness ever touch you.
Same to you, buddy.
For many years now, I have attended to Storm, learning his ways.
All right then. So here's the thing. You don't have to do this right now, but for the sake of cutting out the busy work you have to deal with, it's for the best if you just, get around to cleansing the stones right now. Because if you don't right now, you'll have to do it later. And you might find that less convenient than you'd have to otherwise. Let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Like, learning the ins and outs of how to... Of the fact that you have to learn the ins and outs of stocking produce. That's definitely the one thing that will catch you off guard. This is not... The job gets easier, but on your first night, no, the job is not easy. Oh, and also, the lurkers drop a lot of gold when you think about it. Like, it probably doesn't look like that much, but just killing 2 of them can quickly get you up to 1,000 gold. These guys are special enemies. So if you're looking for a quick buck, they can help you out. Not anymore. Oh man, that looks like a tornado. That's so ominous and awesome. Love it. I'll go to the Temple of Miiraak, then I'll take care of the Sunstone last, since it's right next to where we actually need to go afterwards. But yeah, working in a store, basically, is not as easy as it looks. I don't have to do janitorial work, like clean up bathrooms or whatever. I may have to in the future, but right now I'm just working in the aisles. And I prefer handling food over, you know, food and drink. And yeah, another thing I learned is that you should not be afraid of asking for help. One of the older staff members is really, really, really happy to help you. I mean, absurdly happy to help you. Let me try fire breath on you. Alright. Ring of Mire Deft Hands. I don't care about that. What was that? You were clearly added by a mod. Alright then. Seriously, don't be afraid to ask for help. The staff, the older and more experienced staff will gladly help you out. Everyone every one of my coworkers is a very nice and casual person. Everyone. They joke with each other, they kid around with each other, they just have fun with each other. Ooh, this is actually a perfect opportunity. I don't know what it is about Clear Skies that requires you to use the shout twice in order to get it to work the way it's supposed to. But it does. It probably doesn't seem like much, but guys, if you yell hard enough at the planet, you can get the weather to just stop being a snowstormy, foggy, or rainstorming mess. You're absolutely bending reality to your will.
Cease to be. Here in the shrine.
And that's all the stones. Now, even more important, after you cleanse all the stones, you can touch one of them. You can touch one of them. And if you do so, you get a special power. In this case, since we touched the Sunstone, we get Sun Flare, a 110-point fire explosion centered around the caster. Does more damage to close targets, single use, then you have to reacquire it from the Sunstone. That's how all the Allmaker Stone powers work. You can't keep a hold of them forever, but several of them are very powerful. For example, the Earthstone basically gives you the Dragon Skin Alteration Master Spell's effect of ignoring.
Is there something you need?
Yeah.
Tell Mithrin. It's the home of Master Nella. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard.
He lives in a mushroom.
In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Nella threw one here to be his home. Don't ask me how.
Alright.
Alright then.
Yeah, later, dude. Yeah, big, fancy tell-off people live in fungi. I don't get it. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, Allmaker Stones have powerful one-off effects, like, effects. And some of them are basically just other effects that are already in the game. Some of them are more powerful than others. Earthstone's power, caster ignores 80% of all physical damage for 30 seconds. It's definitely the best one, no matter what build you're using. The second best one is, in my opinion, the Tree Stone's effect, which is spells temporarily cost 75% less magicka. That's huge. Then after that, it's a tie between Sunflare from the Sunstone and Waters of Life from the Waterstone, because they do the exact opposite thing. 100 points fire explosion and heals everyone close to caster by 200 points, respectively.
Have everyone not run off to that damn sacred stone every night? I suppose I have you to thank for that.
Yeah, you do.
You again? Didn't I see you in Raven Rock?
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Before I do this, I need to do this. So, before I start this stream, I quickly finished up the Discerning the Transmooned quest. In order to do that, I had to get 5 vials of elf blood, one from each of the 5 elf races, in order to finish the quest, which is a Daedric quest, in case you've forgotten from my first Let's Play. Now we have to read the book. Basically, when you read this book, you get to choose the path of might, shadow, or magic. And after you do, every warrior, thief, or magic skill, respectively, depending on which path you take, will go up by 6 levels. So what we're going to do here is go for the path of might. Block increase to 15, heavy armor increase to 11, 2-hand increase to 20, 1-hand increase to 44, archery increase to 10. Yeah, for some reason, archery is considered a warrior skill. And after you read it once, the Augment Infinitum is removed.
Oh, yeah.
Black Books time.
You refer to the tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermaeus Mora has scattered throughout the world? Is this somehow connected to your search for myth?
I've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before. I've read the Augment Infinitum.
Have you? Actual Arcama Infinium? That's silly. I've searched for it myself for many years, without success. Well then, you should know better than anyone that Hermaeus Mora is not to be trifled with. But he is subtler than most of the other Daedric princes, as you would expect of the Prince of Knowledge and Fate. You seem to have escaped the fate of many who find themselves ensnared forever by the law of his secrets.
By the lure. The Black Books. Alright. So, we already know that we've dealt with Hermaeus Mora before. And I can figure out from personal experience that the Black Books are connected to him since, you know, we already dealt with it.
Found one? And you read it too, didn't you? Don't try to deny it. You've got the look. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually turns out to be the most useful. Experience?
I have to know what Miiraak knows if I want to stop him. Knowledge counters knowledge.
Now that is a dangerous path indeed. Hermaeus Mora gives nothing away for free. You may end up like Miiraak, of course. 2 power mad Dragon Ball. It could be very interesting.
So where are the other Black Books?
Oh yes, they're not hard to locate once you know how to look for them. I have one here that I've been using to locate more. Yes.
Well, I'm not surprised you have a Black Book at this point.
But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Miiraak. But I do know where to find a black book that can help.
I'm not going to question a guy who probably knows more about the Black Books than I do at this point, so let's do it.
Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get to it. But maybe together we can unlock the secrets the Dwemer left behind.
Of course, the Dwemer behind this.
Forbidden
But I'll
knowledge
ask
is somewhat
anyway.
of a specialty of the dwarves. You don't think they would just leave it alone? It seems the ancient Dwemer discovered this book and took it to study.
Yes.
This guy's actually a guard of Tel.
Don't even think about it.
He's not actually a Telmiran guard. Remember, increased population. And, yeah, this is Miiraak's Black Book over there. You won't be able to get the key to open that door until you get, see how far of a drop that is? You will die if you don't have enhanced vampire powers like I do that allow you to negate fall damage.
You have questions?
No. Alright. That was like an Ash spawn. Or more like an Ash Guardian, actually. Yeah, it's an Ash Guardian. I'm sorry, I should go near you. Ooh! Right, you have an Ash Guardian follower. That's awesome. I forgot this multiple followers mod lets you have absolute bonkers followers with you. It's really cool. Now we're gonna haste. So, all in all, I'm really gonna like my job. I Oh, one thing about your workload. It'll take you at least 6 hours, not including your 30-minute break, to finish your workload. Your assignment for that night. If you finish it earlier than 4 a.m. like I did, you're free to punch in early, and just, go home. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be some sort of... Do you have any idea how much fire damage I'd have to be doing to these guys in order for that to make any sense? You die from one word. One word does that to you. And of course, because of my gear, in case you've forgotten, Divine Ring increases fire and shock resistances. Peril. Divine Boots and Divine Ring. It's weird that it says Divine Ring. Boots. Weird. But anyway, because of this, I have 72... I basically don't take much of any magic damage. That's a Reaver Lord. Okay. Nordic Mace. I really love the look of the Nordic armor. I just don't have any characters I want to... I just don't have any characters I want to use it on. And now your powers start to dwindle.
These towers have outlasted their creators. The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it. The Dwemer of Miiraak appear to have been formed as these control rooms. Luckily, I found the key to operate it inside on my last visit. I sealed the door when I left to keep out ignorant residents. Let me unlock it.
Yeah. Man, that's a name. Nichardak. I love that. No, I like around that. But no, I like around that. Alright then.
The book is just inside.
And as far as a lifelong career, there are people there old enough to be my parent. So clearly, if I felt like it, I could just stay there for as long as I felt like. However many years I feel like. And just do well enough for myself to take care of myself. But then again, I'm working part-time. A 7-hour schedule. Those guys might be working even longer than I do. I don't know.
As you'll see, that's easier said than done. This way to the boilers.
Now, Niloth here is actually a really interesting character. He's a really interesting character. Not a likable one, necessarily, but a very interesting one. Ooh, that's a cool visual. Like the way the lantern is positioned and the way you see the actual lighting. It's really good. Now this right here, this is without question the actual reason I don't particularly care to replay the Dragonborn questline. It's weird. Very cool. Yeah, no, she's a cool character. Why? Because they're cool. Why did I talk about that? Nah. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, that's right. I was saying earlier that, yeah, if you finish your workload earlier than 4 a.m., you're able to punch out early. I did at least 6 hours last night, so I'm not disappointed by that at all. And right now, I'm only working for 4 nights a week. It's my training week, so I'm not even sure if I'm technically working that long for the whole thing.
So, we can find 4 more fuels. We can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs. Then I should be able to open the
Iteration. Flash.
bring that fuel. We'll need it.
Alright. 359. It's not armor flesh, and certainly not as much armor as we could have had if we'd taken this thing off, but I'm going to try using it for the time being. Good. We're going to do a hard save here, forgive me. Okay, there we go. Control panel. And of course, dwarven stuff. You're seeing that because of how much fire-resistant gear we have on. Including our Fire Dragon Rune that gives us plus 25 extra fire defense. That stage 1 fire weakness doesn't really bother us. And of course, that's not remembering the fact that we also have true power buffing our fire defense by another 20%. Let's see here. Push that down. Oh. Woo. Alright then. Jimmy Jacobs, so... Well, in conclusion, I'm really going to like my new job. And for anyone who's around to hear me talk about it, I'm glad you decided to, listen. I do like explaining parts of my life when it's convenient. And 3. Now we have 2.
Unfortunately, each cube we retrieve shuts down the corresponding pumps, raising the water. You'll have to be careful.
That's gonna be fine. Let me see here.
Let's see where this leads.
Take that. Now we have 3. Right. It's very easy to lose count of how many cubes you should have. Right now, you should have 3 cubes like I do. And you should be able to swim across from here. Ballista penetrated armor. And right now you should have 4. Oh, hey. A Centurion Master. Ooh. Sorry about that, Neloth. I didn't think you were that close. My fire breath is lethal. Christ. And we're out. So, alright. If you did that successfully, you should have 4 cubes. Also, I don't hate AJ Lee. I don't hate Lee. That's stupid. Okay, I don't hate the main character here. It's, I dislike the, how much it just comes back to something as banal, frankly not interesting as, oh, you slept with X. It's so boring. It's so boring. Alright, let's see here. Do I put it here? This is the part I always forget. No. Here? No. Here? Yeah, okay. Woo! Okay. Oh shit. Oh. Ugh, fire breath away. Control switch. Where are we? Alright, now we're in the aqueduct. This puzzle is pretty much the only one that's really... And this puzzle is definitely the one that's pretty much gonna cost you some time if you get particularly distracted. Let's see here.
I guess that must be the pump activator up there. But how to reach it? We'll need to get all. That's it. Don't touch anything else. Quickly now.
Yeah, it's pretty simple because of how deceptive it is. Oh, I just murdered Nilof's Ash Guardian. Nice.
Yes. I'm getting tired of waiting. I have an idea. I'll wait there and treat this cube once you find the last one.
That sounds like a very smart idea, my fucking dude. And I don't mind swearing at that point, because that's a really agreeable use of a swear word. Ooh, oh boy. But you know what? That's what shouts are for. See that? Now we have two.
Do you have the cube? Good, good. I'll take this cube and we can be on our way. Watch out.
You know, actually thinking back to it, I'm not really sure why this particular part of the Dragonborn DLC gets you so bummed out. It's really... Okay, now I remember. It's because remembering when to get the cubes and how to use the cubes is always just a little bit more irritating than it should be. Alright. You shouldn't have a problem with this.
Here, I picked up this cube for you.
Alright.
How do we get off?
Yeah. We're pretty much done. All you have to do is now is just open up here. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
You need to stop before boiling. Then you should be able to open it. That seems to have done it. Good.
5 cubes. Pause ruby, nice. So there's a chest. Woven helmet of Magicka. I guess I'll keep that. I'm not an ass. Alright, diamond. Oh, flawless, flawless, dude. Absolutely flawless. I would hit the stall ring, why not? Alright, we're good to go. Because we don't have anything else to get. Major stamina. Stamina. Alright, cool. Alright, cool.
I'm going to head back upstairs and see if the reading room has steam.
We don't need the cubes anymore, so they can just stay there. This is like supposed to be your first, Yeah, no. This particular thing isn't really... This major quest isn't really a big deal. It's just slightly annoying because of the puzzle switching. Fuck yeah.
Yes, it worked. The steam is low. Now, at last, I hope it was worth it. Please, be my guest. Besides, it could be very dangerous. These books are known to drive many people insane.
I mean, so did the Augma Infinitum going by that logic. Oh well.
Oh, good. Go and say hello to her.
It's very...
I know, champion. The Augma Infinite was only the beginning. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Saved your thirst for knowledge in the endless tracts of my library. If you tire of the search, read your book again to return to your mortal life. For a time, brother of Apocrypha. It is yours.
So, remember these places? Remember the search of the Black Books in our last Skyrim series? By the way, those things will try to hit you no matter what you do. The wiki says that having a light source in hand will keep those tentacles from trying to attack you, but that's not really true. They'll attack you at random. There's nothing you can do about it. The Seekers have scrolls that you cast from spells, and will also have spell tomes. Not this many spell tomes, The thing with Fenderix is that if you kill something, it can randomly drop spell tome loot. You'll sometimes get this. I think I'll keep this. And a burnt Spriggan. Ash Immolator costs 1,000. That must make it a really powerful summon. I mean, going by the logic that a book that costs more money usually has more to give you. Whoa! What? Oh my god. Scroll Blizzard, Repellent Dead. Atol's Descent gives you an incentive to investigate Cole Jean Burrow, which we are not going to be doing in this video. Let's see. I feel like I have to go over there. This is probably the only difficult part to remember. This place lives up to its name of being a maze. Let me see here. Grand Soul Gem, Black Soul Gem, Grand Soul Gem. Conjure Seeker, sure. Man, I'm an idiot. Piss. I don't want to. No, I don't. I'm not mad at you, John. Okay, I don't hate you, and I don't hate you, John. Stop. What? I'm not. What? I never said that. Whoa. Stop, guys. All right. Seriously, I never said that. You never said. I never said I hated people. Go away. Wait, John. In case I didn't show you the first time, you click a font, you get all of your meter back for whatever color that font represents. So I gotta go back over there. Da. Go over here. Here. Down here. Driver. That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing. Chris. All right. Gotcha. So as you can see here, Apocrypha really does carry the spirit of an Eldritch location. It's absolutely a really great representation of what it would be like if you were anyone else but the Dragonborn trying to find out where or what Miiraak was trying to do. Now, if you were anyone else, but I do believe that was the last. Those are the last. The only enemies in here are Seekers and Lurkers, so once you get past them all, you're pretty much done. And you need to do this in order to get the next word wall for the... Oh, that's right. The Void Teleportation Room lets you skip a lot of the busy work when it comes to the Black Book stuff. And I will plan on use those if I ever do these myself.
Well done, my champion. Your journey towards enlightenment has finally led you here to my realm, as I knew it would.
What do you want to be, my lord?
Your
Sure.
progress and obtaining my Arkham in name has been rapid. And then I find you here, following in my servant Miiraak's footsteps. You also are Dragonborn. You also seek to learn how to bend the
Like, be so early who was a character, competitor. Yeah, I need Miiraak's secrets, and you're the only thing in existence that can give them to me.
from
Which is why I need your help to beat him.
I know what you want. To use your power as Dragonborn to bend the world to your will. Here, then, is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Miiraak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Miiraak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price.
Actually, why do you need me to kill Miiraak?
He has served me long and well,
Fine.
but he grows restless under my guidance.
was great.
To your world will spread my influence more widely.
Let's see her. It's he's very outlived useless. Outlived. I'm not gonna outlive you, okay? That's not it. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Okay. Those are some pretty esoteric reasons, but they're a thing. By the way, I'm only saying my lord because I'm completely BSing Hermaeus Mora. I know that as the Dragonborn, my soul belongs to Akatosh, so all these pledges I'm making to the Daedric princes, they don't mean anything. I am playing all these cosmic beings on a cosmic level they couldn't even comprehend. I ain't playing all.
Your loyalty will be richly rewarded. The scar have withheld secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library.
Alright, no problem.
I know you will. And then I will give you the knowledge that you seek. Send the Scar Shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
And now for the actual reward for getting to the end of these book quests. Dragonborn Force. Your unrelenting force shout does more damage and may disintegrate enemies. Dragonborn Flame. When your fire breath shout kills an enemy, a fire worm emerges from their corpse to fight for you for a minute. Or Dragonborn Frost. Your frost breath encases foes in ice. We're gonna get Dragonborn Frost. This is the true value of the Black Books. Instead of the Augment Infinitum's temporary but very nice boost in skill levels,
You're still acting surprisingly sane. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mon? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learned some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you'll become the second most powerful dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. Need to get back to Talmud. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books.
yeah, if you want to go find some Black Books with some help, Hermaeus Mora,
It takes a strong will to command a dragon's soul. Perhaps you understand.
right. I didn't get to explain this earlier because I got lucky. But randomly, after you meet Miiraak at the end of the first Dragonborn DLC story quest, every time you kill a dragon, Miiraak has a 50% chance of absorbing the dragon's soul that should have been yours. I gotta use the bathroom. Okay, well, I'm not saying anything bad about that because there's no real point in it. This dragon skull looks really different from the others. Alright then. So before we do that, we're gonna get the second word of... We're gonna get the second word of the dragon aspect shout, because why not? Which means, yeah, technically we're going to go down to get the Blood Skull Blade, but, I'm going to make this quick.
I said to you, who in the blazes are you?
This is doing what?
Hey, you. I don't even know who you. But mark my word, a secret, it killed my great-grandfather. You never heard. They're the largest trading company. Grecian Kyrillic. The East Empire. I found an East Empire company must...
Keys and lock section.
Well,
It does sound suspicious. Is what I think I have to say because of everything else I've done so far.
I do.
And, well...
Grecian, here's everything I have.
Alright.
Letter.
I'm not going to say your grandfather's death was an accident, because if I did, I'd just walk away from the side quest. If I thought that, I'd just walk away from the side quest. Let's see here. Frost Breath. Look at that. All I have to do is use one word of the shout, and these guys are encased in a block of ice that they cannot move from, that will continuously deal ice damage to them. If you remember the ice form shout, your Thum freezes an opponent solid. That's pretty much what ice form does without frost breath. But the problem is that the Dragonborn DLC essentially power creeps. And I do mean power creeps. The entire concept of the of iced form into irrelevance by using frost breath this way. I guess because I couldn't think of a unique power-up effect for the frost ability without just getting rid of, you know. Yeah, okay. Alright. Now, as you can see here, the version of the shout I'm using... Oh, that's right. You know what? I can finally use Sunflare. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I can just... You know, I have no one with me. Yeah. Lots going on. Alright. Yeah? I guess we'll just make a few sandwiches, that's all. I'll make a few sandwiches, I guess. Yeah, just... Yeah. Alright. Okay. This is work in mind for Stalrim if you have the material for it. Alright. Alright then. Yeah, sure. Alright then. Completely trapped those two in ice. I don't know what's supposed to be over here, but you don't want to actually go up here. Alright then. Damn, man. Dragon! I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot right now. Earn Sapphire. All this nonsense. What an asshole I am. I'm not... No. I'm an idiot. I'm just an idiot right now. No. There we go. There we go. Great inquiries, blissful play in his journal. Now this is a fun puzzle, and the Bloodskull Blade is a really awesome looking weapon with a really cool looking power. It's just that when you really get down to it, that power is pretty bad. You couldn't stop me, could you? No, you couldn't. That's Zakistros. Dragon Blood, Dragon Elixir of Strength to make your carry weight higher, and the Zakistros helmet. That's prize 1. Here's prize 2. Well, okay, Bloodskull Blade is prize 1. Zakistros helmet is prize 2. The second word of power for the Dragon Aspect Shout is prize 3. And prize 4 is the second Black Book in our Discovery. Oh yeah. Lost 9 for Lost Sapphire. Nice. Come up and no, she lost. She lost bad. They all lost bad. It's not a Stephanie problem. It's a sorry, Black Book. The winds of change. Again, we did the winds of change, so we can go back. Because again, we're gonna be doing the whole Black Book stuff off camera because I just want to get the books and get their powers. I don't powers later. This video is gonna be focused on getting the power to respec. Character. Alright, let's see here. Nah, he's good. Nah, he's a race. Or, you can't really do it here because of the way Reaver Marauder, Reaver Lord. And there's amazingly enough a Reaver boss chest here, but we're not gonna bother with that because it doesn't matter. Again, I have to marvel. Okay, you know what? I keep remembering that in this mod, Nor blood only gives you 10% resistance to frost. So really, it's simply.
Get your shoes out of the bathroom. You got 2 pairs of shoes in the bathroom.
Yeah. Alright, back to Crucius, because why not? I think it's fun. I think it's just more of the same fun I get out of already watching those who with it. Might as well turn into Blood Skull Blade Quest since I'm here. Gives you the journal.
Now that I have his journal in
Good luck.
Now, here. It's not much, but it's the best in all the tired mind.
That's fine, dude. Storm, the Guardian Man. Okay. Hello there, Gerda Lingenfelder. Okay, is there a reason you're spamming my chat right now? You don't need to spam my chat, I see you. Alright.
So he is the source of Miiraak's power. Of course. We have many tales of trying to trick us into giving up our secrets.
Okay, well, anyway, Gerda, how are you doing today?
What we have long kept from him.
What are these secrets anyway?
Ancient lore, handed down from shaman to shaman since the All-Maker.
Oh, so you're from the Africas. Okay. That's cool.
How to talk to the wind, how to listen to the earth. These are our secrets. Nothing of power or mastery. We know him as Hermamora, the demon of knowledge. It is in his nature to hoard secrets to himself. The value to him is of no consequence. The very fact that the Skull have kept knowledge from him has merely increased his desire.
So there you go. That's a pretty good demonstration of how Daedric princes work. They don't really operate under.
So it falls
good and evil morality for the most part. They mostly stick to their own interests and don't bother with morality the way we think about it.
The land is still out of
Okay, so you're doing good. I'm doing quite well myself. Just I started my first job last night, and I did pretty well at it according to my coworkers. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I'm really interested to get back to it tonight.
yes. The scars also tell of the day when we must finally give up our secrets. When Hermamora finally wins. As shaman, it is my duty to guard these secrets, but also to decide when it is necessary to give them up. I believe that time is now. If I am wrong, will my ancestors
So you recently completed
read it and speak to old Hermamora myself?
your own Skyrim playthrough. Is that right? Okay. How did you play?
That is my hope as well. I am trusting that you will make this sacrifice worthwhile.
Father, you must not do this. That book is wrong, evil, against everything you have taught me my whole life.
Though we wait through Solstein forever from Miiraak, there comes a time when everything must change. Nothing but this. Do not fear. This is destiny.
PS3.
I'll stand beside you. As always.
I am ready for whatever the
Anthony, take your shoes. Why do you put them in the hallway?
Because they're dirty.
Huh?
Because they're dirty.
Say what?
Because they're dirty. Jesus Christ. Alright. Did you have any of the DLC on the PlayStation 3, Gerda? Because they're playing the DLC right now.
What is happening? You must stop it.
I won't not for you.
What's happening to Story?
Story. What is he doing?
Everyone else is freaking out except for the guy working on his tanning rock. He's just asking, nope, what are you doing? Oh, cool. So you have the DLC. Which one of the DLCs is your favorite? Dawnguard or Dragonborn?
I give you the word of power that you need to challenge Miiraak. You will be either a worthy opponent or his successor, as the times of fate.
Alright. Alright, Black Book.
Father! What have you done?
Okay, so you like Dawnguard and Dragonborn equally. Cool. Alright, did that.
My father's...
Okay. I'm playing on PlayStation 4. I'm doing a live stream through the PlayStation 4's own streaming hardware.
sacrificed himself so you...
Making dreams.
destroy Miiraak and lift his master's shadow from the land.
Love it. I had to switch to 4 for a few years now, so I'm pretty happy that it's still in good shape. Okay, quick save here. Let's get started. We're pretty much almost at the end of the Dragonborn DLC's main quest line. I used to have a PlayStation 3, but my brother had it last, and someone broke into his house and stole it from him when they robbed his residence. I'm more concerned with the fact that my brother could have been hurt than whether or not I lost a piece of video game hardware, though. So luckily, that's all that happened, and he was perfectly fine. Oh, you know what? No one else is here. I live in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Destruction. Alright. Oh, right. Potions, okay. Alright then. I'm alright. Here we go. It's weird to me that instead of just opening up a gate to the next location, you have to open up a door to open up a switch to another door. It's weird. It's absolutely weird. Pod. Shoot. Vessel. Grand Soul Gem. Resistance. Okay. Alright then. Man, I can't tell you how weird this is. Alright, goodbye, Gerda. Having a... Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch more of my video content later. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh man, that's no matter how many times I say that, it never doesn't sound bad. My powers dwindle as you hunger. Alright, now we're 80% weak to fire. Let's subtract that. Divine Ring and Divine Boots gives us 72% fire defense. That means we're only 8% weak to fire. Then we have True Power. Now right now we have 100 Dragon Souls. So True Power will give us 20% resistance to fire. That gives us a plus 12% defense against fire. And finally, our resist fire runes gives us another 25% resistance to fire. So we're up to 37% resistance to the fire element. Doing well enough for herself. I don't feel compelled to take another potion of blood quite yet. Seekers remain. What the? Wait. The cabin in the woods. I need to take that with me just so that I can put that on my bookshelf and say that actually existed. That's nuts. That is nutty. Fuck. Alright. That is super weird. Wow, really? It makes you wonder where you even have to go. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Gnashing blades. Alright then. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah! This place is so trippy and memorable. I love it. It's very memorable. I like it. I like it. What about you? What about me? What about you? You are a thing. You're in the middle of it. You're nah, you're a really well how. This is our love it. They're great. Really love it. This is the way I believe it's it. Love it. I love it. So it was weird, and it was like, yeah, nothing to say. Nothing to say. I just kind of did. Can't continue fighting. Oh my god. I actually came a long way too, so I got really stupid there. I got really stupid there. Hey, you're cool, happy. Alright. Let's try this again, and hopefully I don't have to lose any of my place in the whole thing. Chapter 2. I mean, I guess that's fair. I didn't technically reach chapter 3 yet. Ooh. Alright then. I actually have to do this now too. That's weird. Whoa. Oh, I was in chapter 3. Indicator, Victor. I hope you guys are. And you know what? Yeah, you know what? You're in the middle. Yeah, we could. You know what? It was in the middle. It was in the middle. I thought it was weird. It's weird. Sorry, it was sick. The very, very, very dramatic versus but also they're also history. Life was attitude, risk. Yeah, yeah. Dramatic, very, very upsurging. A lot of it's Japan's workers. Here we go. Okay, so I don't mind taking the L and being forced out of the book, but I just didn't want to have to start from the very beginning. Because that would have been really... Let's see here. Gnashing blades. Delving pincers. Boneless limbs. Prime orbs. Woo! And you don't have to bother with combat, just read this book and get to the next chapter immediately. Now it's impossible to miss that place because you need to get those books in order to unlock the next areas to travel to. So don't worry about that. We got here is the final word of Dragon Aspect. Let's do it. Dragon riding. When riding a dragon, you can lock into a nearby target and attack it with magic. You can also command the dragon to attack a target. Fast travel while riding the dragon by using your world map. Now, here's a problem with dragon riding. Yeah, Bend Whale doesn't really... It lets you take over people, no problem, but... Yeah, when this happens, don't be surprised when your dragon gets preoccupied with killing that lurker. This whole idea of this area is into a tutorial. So this might take a bit. There we go, the Summit of Apocrypha. And yeah, it's weird that there are dragons in Apocrypha for Miiraak to take over, but I don't know, dragons are not like... They're basically angels in Skyrim, so they can have a lot... Angel. Oh, here. No bad characters or things, just working right here. Oh, the void teleportation room.
Just as Hermaeus Mora intended. He is a fickle master, you know.
Let me try this.
But now I will declare my time in Apocrypha is over. You are here in your full power, and thus subject to my full power.
I need you stronger. Now, here's one other thing. If you have the full power of the dragon aspect, for 300 seconds, power attacks do 25% more damage. You get plus 100 armor rating. An ancient dragonborn will be summoned to your side if your health falls below 50%. You have a bonus 25% elemental resistance. And all your shouts, I think, not only have a reduction in cooldown by 20%, but they will also, yeah, they will also
hour of your soul. I will
just in case people forget, we're playing on the game's legendary setting. And on the curse, the higher the difficulty setting, the more damage you and every enemy in the game will do and take. Oh, but man, we look awesome with this armor set. Dragon blood. Oh boy, let me see here. How much armor do we have? Apparel, 349, that's fine. I mean, that's nice, but I'd rather just use... Woo! All right. By the way, this isn't actually a secret shout that Miiraak is using. It's just a script in the game that allows him to... Okay. Now we're both armored up with our dragon armor. Ooh. And that's all 5 or 4 phases of the Miiraak boss fight.
Get to think.
Yeah. Did you? Bitch.
You
My buckets.
can hide nothing from me here.
Love it.
No matter.
This is not like mad. I'm not mad.
Right.
Bucks. What's it?
To serve me.
No. That. Paints a bad operation.
May he be rewarded for his service, as I am.
Miiraak harbored practices of rebellion against me.
And because Miiraak has the soul of a dragon, you essentially absorb his soul when you kill him.
And you will continue to be richly rewarded.
Dragon souls absorbed. You don't just get Miiraak's presently stocked dragon souls. You get every soul Miiraak absorbed when you kill the dragon before his death. Now remember, we had 100 dragon souls before this. So we have 109 now. Okay. Well, actually, we had 98 dragon souls for this. If you're confused by this, Miiraak has a different set of his own equipment that he wears against you during his boss fight. And as a result of that, what the player gets when they defeat Miiraak isn't the same thing they get when Miiraak is defeated in a fight. So, for example, this, I think, what is Benthic Scream? Maybe what's Benthic Scream? Let's see. Benthic Scream is a shout created by Hermaeus Mora that wasn't added to the game, but it still exists in the game. put that on. Powers. Sunfire, no. Focus. Is it a spell? Alright, whatever. Open the Black Book, Waking Dreams. And unlock the respec ability. Move. Oh wait. Come on. Yes, remove it. By paying 1 Dragon Soul, you get to respec 1 of your skill trees. And the best part is, that skill tree does not get reset to 100. It's not the same thing as making a skill legendary. Alright, so what we're going to actually do here is drink the potion elixir of strength. This. Now, what am I going to use this on? You'll see when we get back to Solstheim. You will see when we get back to Solstheim. Oh, okay, so, right. The whole benthic screen power was supposed to be used to corrupt it. The corrupt.
I can feel it. The tree stone is free again. The oneness of the land is restored. Does that mean...
Love it.
Is it over? Is Miiraak defeated?
Love it. Oh, yeah. Storm did not die for nothing.
Thank you. Whatever your other reasons for acting, you have done the Skull a great service. We will not forget what you have done. One more thing, Skullful, if you will.
What's up?
I know it is not my place, but may I offer a word of advice, of warning?
What's up?
As shaman of the Skull, I am charged.
Well, now she's the head shaman because Storm's gone.
You are not of the Skull. You are Skull friend, and so I give you this warning. Hermamora forced you to serve him in order to defeat Miiraak. Do not let him lure you further down the path. The All-Maker made you Dragonborn for a higher purpose. Do not.
Right, so the all-maker to the skull is Akatosh to the rest of us.
My mother was Skull, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
No.
Need something?
No.
I do enjoy sharing stories of my travels and adventures.
Alright then. Now then, let's hope this doesn't run out before I can get back to my my house in Hazerin. Because I really don't want to have to shout my way back into my own house. Perfectly understandable, just not acceptable. Miiraak. Let's see here. So the way Benthic Screen works is that... Alright. How much longer is that fortify? Alright. Here we go. Back in my house. Hey, Germ. Alright. Now, hopefully you guys will see the fruits of my labor and why I spent so long doing this. Perfect way to end the video after all that progress. Perfect way. Man. Okay, so first let's try... This version of Miiraak's mask is what you would normally acquire if your light armor or your heavy armor skill was higher. See, the masks have the potential to alter to become whatever it is. It's supposed to suit your build better. Since all the Dragon Priest masks are light or heavy armor without mods, that's pretty much why you have that. So Benthic Scream, I think Unrelenting Force will turn into Benthic Scream. Oh well. Well, we'll think about that in a little bit.
You're back. Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it.
Thank you, Sophie. I have no use for this, but it's a present. Thank you. Alright. Now, occasionally reminding, dragon runes can be created if we have the right materials and the right amount of dragon blood. So let's get our dragon blood. And let's get our dragon bones. Our carry weight is so massive, it's disgusting. Now, normally, making dragon runes of endurance, scales. Oh my god. All that time I needed scales instead of bones. That's disgusting. I wasn't paying any attention. I was an idiot. I do need bones for Dragon Runes of Strength, but those are more for melee damage. Well, I'm an idiot. But yeah, the point is, you need normally 25 runes to do anything. 25 vials of Dragon Blood to do anything. This time, however, what we're going to do is get the Dragon Rune specialization, allowing us to craft runes with less materials. Now we have that. Our materials are cut. We still need the same amount of flawless materials, flawless jewels, but the amount of frost salts and dragon blood we need is much lower. So I'm gonna deposit my stuff. So there's my satchel for frost salt and void salt. Now I'm not going to max out my elemental defenses right away, because that's not really how this works, but it is interesting. Dragon Rune of Shock. There's also Dragon Rune of Willpower. I need one more Grand Soul Gem in order to get... Well, actually, I need one more Grand Soul Gem to get my 5th Dragon Rune of Shock. Now I definitely need to feed. Alright. But look at that. I have 106. Just reducing the amount of materials from 25 to 5 actually matters a lot. The housekeeper of mine is never around when I need them.
Rolf says I shouldn't go to the Great Quarter anymore. He said it's not safe there.
Listen to Rolf. Alright, well. Oh well. The point is, we now have the Dragon Runes of Shock alongside the Dragon Runes of Fire. Because of that, we have 20% shock resistance, and we can just make that go higher by getting runes of frost and even willpower resistance in the future. But since you guys know the deal, I guess the last thing I can do here is put on Miiraak's stuff. Absorb 15% of the magic up from Dragon Breath and spells. Chance to hit to spawn a tentacle explosion. Or the other version of Miiraak's robes, which makes all spells cost 5% less to cast. Makes magic regenerate 75% faster. Chance to unspawn a tentacle explosion. I think this is the version Miiraak himself wears, considering how many times. It's also not armor at all. Only the helmets are. So if I wanted to, I could just do it like that. In fact, I'm going to leave you guys with this image of me. Don't be surprised if my character is a bit different than you'd expect. Next time on Let's Play The Curse, Skyrim Special Edition Overhaul. This is Very Metal Man signing off, telling you all to have a good night and take good care of yourselves.